Sherman, I'm really excited to talk about specialty stains. I actually made a DVD called Specialty Stains Part 1. It's about all 100% real jobs and how to handle specialty stains. I created a whole series that I'll talk about later, but the reason I love specialty stains is because when I go to the customer's home and I see a wine stain or a Kool-Aid stain or an ink stain, I get really excited because most of the time they've had other carpet cleaners that couldn't get those out. Now we're going to show you some secret recipes how to handle them.
That's right. The difference between superior cleaning results and average results is getting out those tough stains. So PROCHEM's developed a couple of really neat stain removal products. We've got Stain Rescue and we have what we call Red Rescue. Stain Rescue is for organic stains, stains that come from plants or animals. That would be wine, plant stains, coffee stains, tea stains, urine stains. Berries, crushed berries, anything that came from a plant or an animal. Then you're going to use Stain Rescue. If it's from a synthetic dye, Kool-Aid, popsicle, fruit punch, Jell-O, candy, those kinds of things, then you're going to use Red Rescue. So I want to show you how well these work. Now, there are products out there that tell you to mix the two parts together, and that's the way we all did it when these products were first introduced to us. We mixed them together, but then what do you do with your unused portion?
I'm so excited about these products once again because when I got started, I was using another product like what you're talking about. So I'm really pumped on these ones.
Well, we've worked really hard to make sure that these formulas are the best formulas out there. Well, you know PROCHEM and our reputation for excellence.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We don't do anything if it's not right.
Absolutely, that's why I use your products.
Thank you. So Stain Rescue, you can mix it together and apply it to the stain like you would with a traditional product, but I've got a better way. This is a bit of a secret recipe. The most effective way to use these products is to apply Part A first to the stain, and then apply Part B and mix it on the stain.
Let's show them how this works.
All right. So you apply Part A, enough to wet the yarns. There's already some reaction. But when you apply Part B, that's where the activity really takes place. Part B accelerates the reaction of Part A. And you can see that it immediately begins working on the wine stain. It goes to that green color first. You agitate it. And in about 15 minutes to up to perhaps as much as 4 hours, it's going to disappear. Now to increase the reaction, you can tamp it with your tamping brush. Tamping is a powerful way to increase the reaction of your spotting and your cleaning solutions. It's like raking in your pre-spray.
Wow, Sherman, that really worked. Does it always work that fast? Let me get a closer look.
Well, sometimes it takes longer. It depends on the stain itself. If it's an easy stain, it'll work just that quick. If it's an older set stain, it can take as long as 4 hours to continue doing the work. Now, in your videos, you normally clean first, is that correct?
What I'll actually do is I'll go out, I'll clean it first. If I can't get it out, that's when I'll use this product.
Right, and that's normally the way to do it. You can clean the carpet first, and if you've already used our secret recipe, Urine Rescue, followed by your Ultra Pack, a lot of these stains will already be gone. But if it doesn't come out with that simple method, then you're going to need the big guns. Then you're going to need the power of the Stain Rescue.
Now, I know we've been talking about boosting. Is there any way to boost that, or is it already boosted?
It's boosted. This is your booster.
All right, great. Now, you're going to notice on this particular product, removing the organic stains, we didn't use an iron. Because if you use an iron, you're going to bleach out the carpet.
That's right. Now, in advanced stain removal techniques, we may attempt to apply some heat, but only as a last resort, and with the understanding that we're intending on taking the color out of the carpet.
That's right. Now with that product, isn't Part B the iron?
That's right. Part B is like the iron.
Okay, let's move on.
Well, the next stain we're going to talk about are your synthetic dye stains. Kool-Aid, popsicle, fruit punch, those kinds of things. And in those situations, you're going to need Red Rescue. It's not just for red stains, though. It'll take out any color of a synthetic dye stain. You use it in the same way. Part A is applied, and then you put on Part B. But at that point, you're going to need, after tamping it in, you're going to need to activate it with an iron.
So is this a great product for like cough syrup?
Yeah, it'll work on cough syrup, depending upon the cough syrup. Some of them will come out with Stain Rescue, and others may need to require the Red Rescue.
Okay.
So let's show them how this works.
All right, let's do it. So we're going to do part A.
The first step in removing a Kool-Aid stain is to apply part A of the Red Rescue. Now, part A is the active ingredient. It's a reducing agent. And on easy, simple stains, sometimes that's all it takes. Tamping it in is a good technique. Get it worked into the fibers. And then apply part B. Part B activates part A, and sometimes that's all it takes to get out a Kool-Aid stain. You can come back in 15 minutes and it may just be gone. In most cases, it's going to take activation with an iron. Now this is an easier stain to remove. This is a classroom stage situation, so that's an easier stain to remove. The next step is to put a towel on the stain, set your iron at low steam setting, and then activate the Red Rescue with heat. Now it takes 15 seconds to 2 minutes. I normally check it after 30 seconds. So we'll wait about 30 seconds and then we'll check it. Normally we get this yellow discoloration that indicates that we've actually been reducing the Kool-Aid stain. So you see that yellow that comes off on the towel? That's a byproduct of the reaction we're looking for. We can just switch over to a new spot on the towel, and the towel should be slightly damp, and then activate again. We don't want the iron too hot, so low steam setting. The towel should be wet to the point that when you wring it out, it doesn't drip, but it's got enough water that it's kind of coming between your knuckles. It's wet, but not too wet. We don't want to dilute the chemical. As I mentioned, it can take as much as 2 minutes. Check it after about 30 seconds. We've got more of that yellow byproduct. It's transferring to the towel. And if we've removed a lot of the product, we can actually treat one more time. Part A, part B, in fairly equal amounts. Tamping. And then another heat activation. This is our third treatment at 30 seconds at a treatment, so we're going to be at about 1.5 minutes for complete removal of this Kool-Aid stain. Some Kool-Aid stains will take 4, 5 treatments. Some will come out cold. Some will come out in 1 or 2 treatments. And my experience has told me that this is based on the fiber more than the stain itself. Is it type 6 nylon? Is it type 6/6? How long has the stain been on the fiber? How much stain resistance is left on the fiber? So there's our final treatment. If there's any yellow discoloration left at all on the fiber, it's simply a matter of extracting the broken down Kool-Aid now and removing it with the extraction from your truck mount.
Now we're getting towards the end of the show, and I know you learned a lot on our secret recipes and how to properly mix and dilute chemicals. Sherman, thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me, George. When George first asked me to be involved in this project, I got excited. Real jobs, real videos, real training. That's what our industry needs right now, from the multi-truck company with many technicians to the owner-operator. Take these skills, put them into practice in your company, and you can do it too. I've worked with George on the editing process for his videos to make sure they're as technically accurate as possible. Remember, there's more than one right way to remove a stain or to accomplish a carpet repair. So take these skills, put them into practice, and we'll see you out there. Thanks again, George.
You bet, Sherman. Another thing, make sure you sign up for an IICRC course. It really helped me out because you taught me everything I know. The other thing I want to leave you with is winners never quit and quitters never win.